What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Wally Outdoors. On this episode, I'm hoping to bring you the entire build of this chicken coop. It was kind of like little pieces of at a time as I was starting it out in my garage and working my way towards getting it outside. But I'll walk you through most of it here, and you guys will be able to see the finished product. I built this 90% out of repurposed wood, out of repurposed pallets that we picked up. So it was pretty cool, and we had a lot of fun with it with the kids. And I'm hoping that we can get the chicken run rather, done here in the next week, so we can actually get them outside so they can start eating some of the ticks. We've had tons of ticks in our yard, so we're pretty stoked about having this now. The girls are having a blast in there. We have much more room, so we're excited about it. Anyways, I'm going to show you what happened from start to finish here. The day we pretty much brought the chicks home, and I'll kind of walk you through the process. I saved the videos as I went along. It took like, it's probably been what, a month and a half, give or take, the whole process. So, but we're done, and I can't wait to have some eggs, fresh ones. We'll see you guys in a bit. On this episode, it's been a while since I put one out. I've been very busy with work and trying to figure out whether or not I was going to tackle this new family project / new family, I don't even know what the proper word for it, task, should I say? We are officially chicken owners. We just got new chickens as of yesterday. They had their first night last night here at the Ultsch homestead, and I am in the process of building their new home for outside. I'll show you what they're doing right now, where they're at as of where they spent last night, where they're going to spend the next few weeks, maybe a couple of months, month and a half. We'll see how long it takes before they're feathered up. But I have not raised chickens before myself. I have a very good friend who I'll mention his name, Matt, has been raising chickens for years, so he's going to kind of help me out along the way. But this is what we're doing, building it up. The wife's excited, kids are excited. We'll see how this goes. Stay tuned. This is day one of getting the hen house project going, so stay tuned. So this is day two, screwing around in the garage, and I got my floor going here. It is not as square as I wish it would have been, but the frame of it was already put together, so I'm not going to bother taking it apart. When I'm done with it, I'm just going to cut the ends off with a skill saw. But as you see, I've already started here. I took all the boards apart, had to run some more stringers there underneath so that the boards, when you step on them here, are nice and secure onto your feet. And then I'm going to put some laminate over the top of it when it's all finished. So we're getting there. This is going to be one half of the floor. The other half is going to be this side. So a little bit at a time. Stay tuned. We're getting there, though. It's coming along. Almost done laying out the floor. I got to pull this board off the end cap here, or this side. I want to pull that board off. I don't care if they hang over a little bit. It's a chicken coop. And I haven't put these in yet, but I ran more runners underneath so that when I step on it now, it's not spongy. And I'm going to have to come along. Obviously, some of the pallets weren't all the same size, so I'm going to come along with a chalk line or whatever, my long level. Draw a line, cut that off with a skill saw. And then one half of the floor will be done. All right, guys, I got one side complete. One of the bottom sides complete. And I'm just going to show you some stuff here. You're going to have gaps like this. I put a piece of wood down in here. Unfortunately, when you're taking these pallets apart, they don't always stay in the best of shape. But I had an overhang here too going down that I just drew a line there and cut off. No big deal. I didn't even have to do that. I just did because I wanted to. But you're going to have some gaps here. And that's part of the reason why I'm using linoleum to cover over the top of this. So that once I'm done, you won't even notice any of these gaps, these air gaps. They'll be tight on the bottom, and then no water or anything, a mess from the chickens is gonna go through here and affect the bottom of the floor. This floor is gonna be up over here on blocks, so it'll be off the ground so it won't rot. Should last quite a while. I'm gonna paint the outside more than likely too, so we should get a few years out of it, even though it's made of pallets. So this is the first side of the floor, and it's gonna be 8 foot long in total from here to there. 8 foot long, and it's gonna be 5 or 6 feet wide. I haven't decided exactly, but I have to stop putting together the second. Those bottom 2 pieces, this one and that one right there, are gonna be the next step, next floor section that I gotta do. So I gotta rip all these pieces off the pallets, and then I gotta do what I did here with these. Just start from the beginning and go down. I'm gonna have to put some more stringers there, or some, so I get, like I said, when I step on it here, it's nice and secure now. I have 4 total, if you wanna call them 2x4s you can, but the stringers or whatever, the bottom of the pallets, whatever you want to call them, they will hold the support your weight. So I need to put one right here and one right there, and I basically just used, I'll show you what I have here. I just used, there's one that I put in, there's another one that I put in, you can kind of see down the whole length there. I just used the other pieces of pallets when I took the boards off of them, and I had to marry them up together with another. If you look down here, you can see this board right here, barely, but you can see it. That board right here, right there, I just screwed those in so I could kind of hold the 2x together as it's gone down. And then obviously when you screw them in going across the top here, it's gonna make it super solid. It is heavy, so you're gonna need family members or friends or whoever's helping you with the project move it around. I am probably going to put them together, these 2 bottom pieces, when I lag them together, which are gonna lag together here. So this section here on the bottom is gonna come up, meet this, boom, lag together there. Once I go to do that, it's gonna be super heavy to lift this. Thinking I'm gonna probably lag them together in place before I put them on top of the cement blocks once I get it out there. So, but yeah, I walked on this already, and it's super secure and super sturdy. I'm gonna put a piece of laminate over the top, just find some cheap laminate flooring, and it'll be easy to clean when I gotta clean, it's time to clean them out. And I'm pretty stoked. So, one side done, and we're gonna keep progressing on, so stay tuned. All right guys, another update on the chicken coop. I am completely done with the floor. I still have to lag them together, but because they're so heavy, I think I told you guys in the beginning I wasn't gonna put them together in the garage. This is gonna have a piece of laminate over it, but that is the entire floor done in one back wall. I still gotta put a board here, right there, and coming down. And then I'm gonna also go another half a pallet high. So that's gonna bring me to about 21 inches above where it is right now in the back. And then the front, it'll be 28 inches higher than that right there. So the total thing will be just about 6 foot tall in the front, and as you walk to the back, it'll be, I'll have to bend over slightly as I come into it. But this is coming along, so stay tuned. What's going on, guys? So little update here on the chicken coop. We get it up on blocks. I got the back on, working on the sides. As you know, I'm doing a build here out of recycled pallets. I got a vinyl floor I'm putting on here. I'm trying to level it up a little bit, and I decided what I'm going to do. A couple of the pallets that I got were, as you can see, that back wall there was already complete, which was awesome because that saved me quite a bit of time. As far as these go, right here, obviously you see the gaps in there, but what I'm going to do over time, and I'll show you here, guys. Let me flip the phone around here. Let me just use my level to show you here. I'm going to obviously have wider boards, but I'm just going to overlap the gaps like this to cover them over and tack them on with some nails. That should be pretty good. A little unlevel in the front. I'm off by about a ½ inch, so I'm gonna basically just in the front here, I'm gonna get some more boards, extra boards, and just lift it up about an inch or so that the front's level. This is gonna be the front right here. That's gonna be the back. Off the front, I'll have one big swinging door. In the back, there'll be an area where the laying boxes will be, and I'll be able to access them from the very back. So when we come out of the house, out the back porch, we can just come right here to the back of the coop and get our eggs, which will be awesome. Then out here in the front, this is where I'm going to put the run. I might extend it up to the tree line and go up that way with it, and then come down here and right back to the coop. So I just haven't decided how big I want to do the fencing yet. We'll see as time goes on, so stay tuned for that. So far, it's been fun. I was having a hard time getting pallets. I started getting a few more, so hopefully I'll be able to. I need probably another maybe dozen or so I can complete this project, but we got it going, and it should be good. And the wife's calling me for steaks. See her right there? Where is she? Right there. So I'm going to put some steaks on the grill, and I'm quitting for the day. That's the update, guys. We'll talk to you as we get some more done. Stay tuned. Well, I'm sweaty. The yard's a mess, but the roof is on, except for the PVC top, which I got over there. It's coming along, guys. I got to finish putting up the boards here on the front, like I did here on the sides, which you see right here, all in through there. I'm gonna do the front. The back, you see, is done. This other side's half done. And then I gotta board this up. I'm gonna make some ventilation. I gotta come up here, and I'm gonna cut this off flush here on the end and this side, because the plywood is a little bit too long. So I'm just gonna snap a line and cut that off, no problem. I didn't make it as high as I originally was going to do it, but as you can see, you know, I'll back right up to it here. I'm going to be able to step in there, no problem. And I'll have to duck my head a little bit in the back, but it'll be easy to clean out and get in there and do what we got to do. So this is the progress. We're almost there. Can't wait to finish it so I can get these chickens outside, because they're driving us nuts in the house. But we're close. So stay tuned, guys. We're almost done with this chicken coop build out of pallets. Still costs a little bit of money because of the way lumber is. I had to get these 2 pieces of plywood, which I was hoping I didn't have to use, but in order to cut costs on the roofing, which I went with PVC right there, I had to go with plywood for the top. So if I went with metal, I probably would have spent, I don't know, about 50 bucks more than I did. So I'll probably have a list of what I spent here at the end for you guys. So we're getting there. We're almost done. Some of these pallets came with plywood on them already, which is kind of cool. So that was a little bit of saving me some work. I don't have to put the boards up here like I did on the side. So stay tuned. We're gonna get it finished. When I show it, when I'm done next time, I'll show you complete, and we're gonna paint it up too at some point. So we'll see you.
Move! No, I have to really shut the door.
Alright, shut the door. You sure you got them all?
Yeah, we got
Shut the door, shut the door.
I can't.
Now I gotta get the wire. Welcome to your home, girls. What are they doing in there? Well, the girls are in their new home. We finally finished up the coop here. For the most part, I have a little bit of just finishing up touches to do to it. I still have a couple of things I gotta do. Put a chicken door in for when I get the run going. But I love having this feeder up off the ground now. I have it on a chain there, obviously, as you can see. And the water is up off the ground too, which is nice, because that's gonna keep them from kicking all their stuff in there. I mean, they're still gonna get dirty, but not like before. I have much bigger water there now too than I did before, so that'll last, should last them a couple days anyway. And the feeder, I did notice, I think I'm getting like 2 to 3 days out of that. I'm gonna stop putting some grit in here with them, and I'm gonna change them over to a different food at some point. But yeah, they're loving it. That laminate floor is nice. I did cut a couple of vents. A vent window with some chicken wire in there. I'm gonna put another one on this side right now. I just have it boarded up. There's a couple of holes in there, and then on the top, which you guys can't see up there, but there's 2 vents on each part of the front too. It's kind of important, I guess, to have ventilation. So pretty excited about that. But the girls are doing pretty good. I think they're a lot happier here. I put a little roost for them up there. Get that ready to rock. So they're gonna be happy using that, I'm sure. Hoping they're using it tonight. I'm gonna come out and check and see if they jump up there. See if they start using it or not, but they're pretty happy out here. They're already running around, and they got like 10 times more space in here than they ever had in that little brooder. So pretty happy. Next step is to get the run going so I can get them outside. But I gotta get the run built and have them protected from the hawks and everything else. So they grew pretty quick. They're about a little over a month and a half old now, I think, give or take. And they were definitely ready to get outside. So with these warm temperatures, I'm not going to be worried about them at night at all. And what do you think, Jabes?
Cool.
The kids are loving it, having fun, and it's been a long, daunting task, but the pallet build came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I have a little bit of air gap in the back there, but that's not going to hurt nothing. And I'll give you a little walk around here in just a second.
Bye.
Alright, get the chicken door all secure here. We're going to shut them up. It's getting a little later here, almost dinner time, so the door worked pretty good. I got that all set up, put the hinges on today. And like I said, I got the chicken wire here up top, sort of ventilation on the front. I'm gonna probably, eventually I might pull this wire off and cut those boards off. It's what I had left, you know. It's a chicken coop, but I got a big vent on this side, which I may set up so that I can put a board over that in the winter. If it gets real cold, I might be able to set it up where I just have the vents in the front, and I can put some type of a board over here to prevent them from having issues with the cold. And yeah, it just rained here for a little bit, and I was watching the rain come off the roof. Worked out pretty good. It was dripping off the edge here really nice. And this is the other side. And I wound up just using a piece of plywood here that I had left over from one of the pallets. I said, why not? I just kind of patching what left we had for board so I don't have to go grab any more pallets, but it worked out pretty good. That's on there. I may have to put a couple of screws in here just to make sure it's good, and I'll probably cut this piece off right here at the end just to make it look good. And where these holes are, I am going to cut another vent out to match the one on the other side that you guys saw. That way I have 2 of them, and the airflow will be pretty good through there. So then eventually I'm going to put a chicken door right here. It's going to come out here, either there or on this side. I haven't decided yet. More than likely it's going to be on that side though, just because the door opens this way. So for cleaning purposes and stuff, it's going to be nicer to have, I think, it over there, and it won't get whacked by the door. Although it won't get whacked here, but I think where I'm gonna, when I build the run, I'm gonna make it so that when I come into the run, because it's over, obviously the front's way over my head here, so I'm gonna come off this with the chicken wire here, put some kind of door in here. That way you can just access it right here with the, open the door, access it, so you can clean out the chicken coop. And we'll be good to go. What do you guys think? Pretty awesome?
Yeah.
So that's basically it. They're all excited that the chickens are outside. It's going to be a lot less work for this guy right here. He's still going to have to come out every day and check on them, make sure they got water, do all the chicken-friendly things. But yeah, we're stoked. We're excited. I am a swampy, sweaty mess. I am so glad I finally pretty much finished the coop itself. The rest now I can kind of take my time. I just needed to get them out of the house because they were just getting way too big to be in there. So I'm pretty excited. Also, I did add another layer of bricks all the way around, including in the center here, to get it up higher so that in the summer when it is hot, the chickens have a way to get out of the heat. They can actually go underneath the chicken coop there. But There she is, guys, in all her glory. The mighty chicken coop. It took, what did it take, like 3 weeks, guys?
Yeah.
About 3 weeks to build it, and I think it came out pretty good using repurposed wood, and I don't know, what do you think, guys?
Plus there's
Pretty
only
sweet.
like a quarter, not even like.
I just want to go back.
Well, the coop is done. Now we gotta get the run done. Oh boy. But the coop is done. The run's gonna be the most expensive part, I think, unfortunately, the way it's looking. But this is the girlies. That's how big they're getting already. Look. Say hi, girlies. Well, I'm heading down the lake so I can get some bass. Calling in to work and they can kiss my hat. I don't even care what they say to me. I'm backing up my truck and I'll be there by 3. Good Lord knows it is getting to me. Yeah, I'm packing up my truck and I'll be there by 3. Yeah. I don't even care if I catch a bluegill, just something.